Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of StealSpeaks with your host, Mr.StealUrGurl. And I apologize for my recent absence. I have been very busy, and without further ado, I have decided to cast the semi-final match between Nuclearpizza and Polarbearz. I am going to take my cursor and go around that. You may have seen this video in the highlight reel. You may already have known the outcome. You already know the outcome. But for those who do not know the outcome, I have cut it off here in this video. So this is the STA tournament, Supreme Commander to Training Academy tournament that happened, I believe, in August. I know it's October right now. I apologize for how long it took me to do this. But this is a semi-final match, a best of three. Unfortunately, the players only posted one, and they said only one match was worth watching. So without further ado, here is their match on Coalition Shipyard. Hello everyone and welcome back to StealSpeaks. This is the Nuclearpizza versus Polarbearz cast, and it is on Coalition Shipyard. This is game 2. Game 1 got lost somewhere. I apologize to everyone, but the players just did not save it. And Nuclearpizza, what are you doing? You should just turn and build to newer players. Don't do that. But Nuclearpizza, you could do whatever you want because you are a top dog. He is spawning as the blue Aeon, doing a land factory build. And I see his land factory is what looks like rallied to go over here. And it appears Polarbearz has research build costs on his air units. He is going all in on air. He has 2 air factories queued up. That is going to be really good or really bad against someone who looks like they are starting off with land. And he's, wow, Nuclearpizza is making his engineers build all those mass extractors. That is that's different. But it's definitely not out of the realm of doable. And he looks like Nuclearpizza is expecting air. So he's got out a Crash Cow, the mobile AA unit, and he's getting a second land factory. Let's see how this works out for him against Polarbearz air. As you can see, Polarbearz he went 2 air factories with his ACU, and he's a little bit behind on economy. He's catching up with his ACU building mass extractors. He has a total of 6, and he's gonna have 2 power generators. Whereas, wow, Nuclearpizza has 2 land factories, and he's going, I believe, he has 5 mass extractors. Excuse me. Just as I said that, he puts down a new one, and he's got 1 power generator. I don't think both those engineers should be assisting right there, and I really don't know how Nuclearpizza knows he's got air, but this is typically an air map, so it's probably a safe bet, or he checked by the score, because you really can see things through the score by hitting F2 for newer players. And it appears Polarbearz is doing that trick where you just get your unit to move close to the ledge and build. And there's a scout by Polarbearz. He will see what is going on. Polarbearz wants to go all the way to the base, but he decides against it. Probably suspecting that to be an AA unit. So he's got a scout and then a bombing run. That is sweet. He used the radar from the one plane in front, and now he's bombing some more. Nope, just taking a look, and those are very weak AA units. Just 2 are not doing a lot of damage to those planes, but they are enough to deter people from really freely bombing the bases. Let's see how he responds, how Nuclearpizza responds. No AA. Oh, there's an AA being built upon that factory to protect those mechs. I think that is a wise decision. And those 2 planes are getting blapped in the face. Nuclearpizza is putting down a 3rd land factory with only 5 mass extractors. What are you doing? I think that is quite An interesting feat. And bombers coming in to try to thin out this AA horde. Boom, down goes one. Another one is being queued up to be attacked. Lots of health being taken off there from just one bomber. Let's see that, but it's regenerating quite. No, not that fast. It appears Polarbearz is moving his ACU into the fray. Gonna try to take out some of these units. I think that is the wise thing to do. And Nuclearpizza is moving his ACU to protect his units. That definitely is the wise thing to do. And this factory has got a factory AA unit. That's very, very wise, very smart. And I'm sure he's going to pop a shield up on there and get a... There we go. Get an AA tower out of Nuclearpizza's range. This is going to be a nasty bombing run. You need to split Nuclearpizza. Oh, man, all three of those units just bit the dust. And Polarbearz is trying to shave off some HP. He went damage on his ACU, Nuclearpizza. And that is going to be, just effectively created a no-fly zone. I would like to see a shield on this factory, and Polarbearz went damage and weapon range. That is going to, oh, there's the shield queued up. And that's going to, oh, did he, I think Polarbearz missed, and there goes that mobile missile launcher. That is what we like to see. Those planes are taking out Nuclearpizza's, and Nuclearpizza goes weapon range by the ACU, and Polarbearz is taking out Nuclearpizza's reinforcements. And these two ACUs are blasting each other in the face. See the health there, 13,000 for Polarbearz to Nuclearpizza's. Nuclearpizza just took some bombing runs, so he's down to 10, almost 11,000. And it appears Polarbearz is losing health pretty fast there too. Lots of air units getting shot down, and it appears those mechs have been built, and Polarbearz doing the wise thing, reclaiming wrecks and assisting factories. That's a good thing. I think he should repair that ACU and get back in the fight. And that is an awesome thing. Nuclearpizza, I saw this. Ah, there it is. Reclaim queued up. That's very important, especially since he's not expanding at all. He's got the 5 mass extractors. He really went for that early advantage. There's a radar going down. Nuclearpizza is doing the wise thing and putting down a radar, and so is Polarbearz. I like that. Now I think they should have done it earlier, so they could have seen that seen what is coming. But to Polarbearz's credit, he has planes, so he didn't really need it. Nuclearpizza may have needed it. I think he needed it earlier, but that's quite all right. And you need to split your units there. I like that split. Nuclearpizza is going for that mass extractor. That is the wise thing to do right there. I don't know about these 3 tanks. I don't think those 3 tanks are going to do too much against that ACU. See, right here, Polarbearz is forced to make multiple bombing runs where these AA units could take out... See, 2 air units got lost in that. A mass extractor and 2 air units. I believe that is a very nice trade-off for Nuclearpizza. He has 2 mobile missile launchers still alive, and he's moving them into the AA range, so bombing is not a good idea. That we do both is going to bite it. That is free mass for Nuclearpizza. And Polarbearz is moving his ACU into the mix with an assisting engineer, and Nuclearpizza is being repaired very slowly. That's good. Polarbearz is just blapping away at the land units that come into range to his blaster. Another air tower that is... I would really like to see mobile missile launchers. Oh, Polarbearz, do not take mobile missile launcher to the face. I don't think he did. I think he was wise enough to move, but I don't agree with this move here by Polarbearz. He really should move back to his base. He should get some mobile missile launchers That's what I would do. He's got the air advantage, mobile missile launchers. Nuclearpizza's got training 1 on his ACU after the destruction of that unit and the killing of some of those AA units gave him some research points. I don't think the bombing run, I don't think that was as effective as it should have been. That only took out 1 unit. That bombing run probably would have been better to hit Nuclearpizza. But as I've always said, watching the game and playing are 2 different things. And boom! Polar Bear goes down. And Nuclearpizza surviving with about 6,000, 5,000 health. And, yeah, I think, wow, when it's all said and done, he was down to about 3,000, 3,400. So very well played there, Polar Bear. Very, oh, and look, it looks like Nuclearpizza was going in for an attack anyway with those mobile missile launchers. That would have been very nasty, very hard for Polar Bear to defend, because all Nuclearpizza had to do was split them, and he could have just had free range over there, unless those engineers were quick enough to reclaim and move. But that's a very micro-intensive. But Nuclearpizza was able to win on just 5 mass extractors and 1 energy generator against, wow, Polar Bear had 2 energy generators he needed because air is energy expensive. And at his heyday, he had 8 mass extractors, 7 if 1 got destroyed, so we only really had 7. But if Polar Bear's backed up a little bit, he probably would have won. If he would have got some mobile missile launchers and moved them around, slowly around the back, held off Nuclearpizza right here and slowly moved them right here and came in back and did some damage, he could have easily done that. I don't think Nuclearpizza would have noticed. And like I said, us seeing the video is completely different from actually playing. This is quite a beautiful view here. Look at all that water. Just very nice, glistening water there. And that is a beautiful mushroom crown with mushroom cloud with Nuclearpizza walking out of it. That is quite nice. But in hindsight, in hindsight for the players, I'm sure Polar Bears would have known exactly what to do. But as an observer, I could see everything. We could see everything and say, "What are you doing there, Polar Bears?" But I assure you, Polar Bears is one of the best players of all time, and as is Nuclearpizza. So that was not a grudge match, but it was going to be a frantic, hectic match. So it appears Nuclearpizza moves on to the finals, and Polar Bears is being moved to the bronze match. I hope to see you guys in those next videos, checking them out. So anyhow, feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I would really enjoy that. Anyhow, thank you very much for watching, and as always, GG!